since it was a family business, I was kind of wanted them to know that if you have a business, it's your responsibility to give back. You know, if you don't want to give back, go get a job. And I don't mean it that way, but what I'm just saying is if you have a business in a community and that community is supporting you, then it's your responsibility to do what you can. You know, whether that's, you know, the three pillars of philanthropy: time, talent, treasure. Whether that's any one of those. If you don't have enough money, it doesn't have to be money. You can volunteer your time.
Yeah.
And actually, just kind of falling back to Nana for a second, Nana kind of takes that talent pillar and addresses that, because when we do think of philanthropy, mostly we're thinking of you know, donations and sponsorships, as well as, you know, people volunteering their time on a weekend or something, or but that talent piece of it, there, you know, that happens sporadically. Like we would do a website for a nonprofit, you know, and you know, so people using their work skills to do something that just genuine, you know, being a body helping out.
Right. Right.
There's no real mechanism to do that on a recurring basis, and that's kind of what Nana is addressing there, because, you know, every one of us can be a philanthropist because we all have different talents, and and somebody needs those talents,
and we all have time.
And we
do have time.
We do.
You know, like, I mean, life is busy.
Yes.
But if we structure it right, we have time.
We do have time.
Yeah.
But so getting back to your question, we started getting involved with a lot of nonprofits just to give back, and then suddenly a lot of them were also wanting to pay us to do what we do. And in a lot of cases, they couldn't afford us. So what we do, well, how much can you afford? And they tell us, and they're, all right, we'll do the rest as an in-kind sponsorship to this event or that event.
Okay.
So we would just kind of, you know, it worked out. So the more and more involved we got in these organizations, the more, you know, deeply rooted that sense of giving back became, because we were getting in there and seeing the need. Just like going back to that Breathe group, when people got in there, it became real to them. You know, we all think, you know, it's you know, terrible. People are hungry, or people are losing their homes, and it is terrible. But when you actually go in where they're being served, you're like, it's not only terrible, it's 2 miles down the road.
Yeah.
And
yeah, right.
So that makes it real.
Often you think, oh, this is in a different country, or you know,
because in Hartford County,
not
we're blessed. I mean, you know, so it's easy to feel dissociated from that, or something, or in some capacity. But going there, and it's like, no, I need to help. Once you get in there, you're like, I got help in some way.
Right, to serve. And how much that actually gives you in happiness and gratitude of appreciating things more when you're serving other people.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about, really.
Yeah. So is it small businesses that are joining NANA? Are they individuals that are joining NANA? Who's qualified to join the organization to help all these nonprofits? Also,
good question. So what we wanted to do with NANA, because when we first started doing it, like with the Christian professionals, it was a networking group, and then as it was kind of coming to fruition, we're like, not really a networking group. It's more of a civic organization, like the Rotary or the Lions, in that there's a underlying element to why we're there that's rooted around a cause or a passion, rather than kind of a transactional nature of networking groups.
Right.
And what that does is it creates a tribe and a more, you know, deeply held bond. So the idea is we want local businesses, local professionals, but there's also space for people who are retired, who have a lot of knowledge to give back.
Yeah.
You know, people who are just all walks of life. People are actually using the services that might be provided by that. They're, you know, they have a lot of input, because, you know, I always say we all have, like, you know, you and I got to this room through different paths. It took me 65 years to get here, and
65.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Shut up. But the point I'm making is we had very, very different experiences to get here, and that's valuable to an organization, you know, because there's something in that experience, in that walk to get there, that we can share. That's a unique perspective.
Yeah, like a magic of the mastermind, bringing like-minded people together to create something just so much greater than one person can do.
Right. And we really want everyone to realize that, you know, because a lot of people think that, you know, I don't have anything to share. Yes, you do. We all do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did you like this episode of the TMA Connection? Well, you might want to check this one out right here. Go ahead, click it.